George Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel. Hegel was a German philosopher of the 19th century and is probably best known for the concept of the Hegelian dialectic, which has been utilized by various entities, including governments and other organizational structures, to exert undue influence and control over society as a whole. At the heart of Hegelianism is the overall concept of dialectical idealism, which posits that reality unfolds through the interplay of opposing forces and ideas. This dialectical process, characterized by the dynamic movement from thesis to antithesis and ultimately to synthesis, may also be utilized to better understand the existential journey of individuals and societies towards self-realization and ultimately to freedom through an exploration of the benefits of individual freedom, social and familial responsibility, and a better understanding of the nature of the individual, familial and societal responsibilities, and how these are in fact reciprocally beneficial pursuits. Hegel's emphasis on reason, historical development, and the absolute spirit underscores the integrated and adaptive nature of human consciousness with broader cosmic and historical forces. In juxtaposition with thinkers like Carl Jung and Friedrich Nietzsche that we've discussed in detail before, Hegel's philosophy provides a more systematic, if not altogether stable framework for understanding the evolution of human consciousness and self-awareness. However, Hegel's philosophy extends far beyond this framework, encompassing complex ideas that delve into the nature of reality, human consciousness, and historical development, and all of which provide an important part of the foundation for better and more completely understanding the quirks and idiosyncrasies of human nature. Dialectic idealism is not just a tool for argumentation, but should also be viewed as a rather profound and meaningful potential to allow for a deeper exploration of the dynamic and evolving nature of reality, at least in terms of subjective truths and realities. And yes, those do exist despite the objective nature of truth and reality in a more traditional, or you may even say more pure, sense of the word. Hegelianism is characterized by its emphasis on historical development and the evolution of ideas through the dialectical processes. However, contrary to some common misconceptions, Hegelian philosophy is not confined to idealism alone. It encompasses a much more subtle and nuanced understanding of the interplay between ideas, history, and the human consciousness and perceptual human nature of experience. When viewed in conjunction with Stoic philosophy, Hegelianism offers additional insights into more existential questions and the nature of human agency. Stoicism, with its focus on personal virtue and inner strength, complements Hegel's dialectical approach by providing a moral framework for navigating life's uncertainties. By integrating these Stoic principles with the Hegelian dialectics, it is, theoretically at least, possible to develop more resilience and self-awareness, moving beyond the existential dilemmas and cultivating a deeper sense of purpose for the self. Which again extends to the family and the local community. The integration of Hegel's philosophy with psychological insights from figures like Carl Jung and the philosophical perspectives from the likes of Nietzsche further enhances our understanding of human nature and societal dynamics. Jung's exploration of the collective unconscious, along with Nietzsche's critique of traditional morality, offer complementary perspectives that resonate well with Hegel's emphasis on self-realization and historical progress. Understanding Hegel in this broader context provides one with a better ability to understand and better appreciate the complexities and the nuance and subtle nature of human interaction and societal organization. The Hegelian philosophy further underscores the integrated nature of individuals within larger historical and cultural frameworks, highlighting the importance of community and collective responsibility. In more practical terms, and as it may be more directly related to systemically sustainable human growth and development, a more comprehensive understanding of Hegelian philosophy can serve to better inform and guide discussions on social responsibility and individual agency within the family unit and within the local communities. By emphasizing the role of historical development and dialectical processes, Hegel encourages the individual to view societal challenges as opportunities for collective growth and for transcendental growth. This extends to the perceptual nature of the individual, as well as the role of and the benefits for the family unit and the local community as a whole. This integrated perspective further underscores the imperative of enhancing the quality of life for the individuals and families, which in turn benefits the local communities, thereby fostering and furthering the process for introducing systemically sustainable human growth and development. Hegel's philosophy also moves beyond the narrow confines of the Hegelian dialectic, offering the more ardent student more profound insights into both the subjective and objective natures of reality, human consciousness, and historical and societal evolution. By integrating the Hegelian principles with the more classical Stoic virtues and the philosophical and psychological views, again, maybe not personified, but as introduced primarily through Jung and Nietzsche in terms of systemically sustainable human growth and development, it becomes possible to have a deeper and more comprehensive understanding of human nature and societal dynamics and how they work together. This holistic approach can more accurately provide information relevant to the discussions about the individual and familial responsibilities, as well as community engagement and their role collectively in human growth and development. And at the same time, this highlights the importance of the integration of the philosophical inquiry for addressing contemporary challenges and laying the groundwork for the actual introduction, practice, and the continuation of society in a symbiotic state with systemically sustainable human growth and development. The Hegelian philosophy further represents a rather profound and complex system of thought that does offer its own distinctive perspective on human growth and development within the broader context of existential philosophy, and also one which adds a great many complex but necessary concepts into the ongoing and never-ending efforts to understand the true nature of humanity and to enlighten and empower the individual and the family and the local communities. And there's always going to be outliers, though, and one very important question that often arises within the context of both sociological psychology and philosophy as a whole, which is kind of highlighted through the dialectic idealism, is what role you can have for individuals who resist or refuse to engage in the process of improvement, whether for the self or for the family or the community, either for personal benefit or for the betterment of society as a whole. Hegel's philosophy, with its focus on historical progress and the rational unfolding of the absolute spirit, may face some challenges in accommodating those who reject societal norms or collective advancement. While Hegelianism may not provide explicit provisions for those who resist societal progress, it does invite and even encourage us to study and better understand the complexities of human nature and the ongoing pursuit of self-awareness and the benefits of an ethical life from a broader perspective. Thus, it can clearly be demonstrated that a number of different schools of thought and philosophy need to be utilized in a more integrated and adaptive fashion in order to make the necessary sociological adaptations necessary to benefit society as a whole. Hegel's emphasis on freedom and self-realization further suggests that true growth and development involve the recognition of individual agency and autonomy within the broader framework of historical and ethical life, which in turn indicates responsibility not only to the self, but to the family and the local community, further recognizing the reciprocal nature of such an approach to life. In the consideration of the philosophical contributions of Hegel alongside figures like Jung and Nietzsche, one may encounter a complex, though perversely beautiful bounty of ideas that, collectively at least, assist us in shaping both the subjective and objective understanding of human existence and the pursuit of systemically sustainable human growth and development. When Hegelianism is combined with a more complete, integrated and adopted philosophical and psychological approach, it is potentially at least viable to encourage even the most disparate and even antisocial individuals to understand the personal gains and benefits associated with working for the common good, whether it be for the family or the local community as a whole. And the benefits to self will ideally be a sufficient driving factor, though not always so. And again, those outliers need to be taken into consideration and accepted for what they are. You can't please everyone. If you set yourself up to help only one person, you set yourself up for failure. But seriously, at the end of the day, there's always going to be outliers that are beyond the control of any kind of reasonable effort. In a deeper examination of the integration of the Hegelian philosophy with the more existential concerns, such as those highlighted by Jung's approach to psychology and Nietzsche's approach to philosophy, you're probably going to be confronted with even deeper questions, even more profound questions about the true nature of human existence and the possibilities for systemically sustainable human growth and development. Is it a realistic approach? And at the end of the day, we believe it is. By engaging in a more integrated fashion with the philosophical approach combined with the psychological approach, and we mix that all up with the existentialist approach, not necessarily an amalgamation so much as independent but united schools of thought. That may be about the best way to say it. And through that integrated approach, we can begin moving for some place where it's possible to begin considering and even introducing the means by which we can motivate the individual, the family, and local society not only to help itself but to work for the common good. And by integrating both the philosophical and psychological approach and then looking at that from an existentialist view, it becomes possible to start gaining a deeper understanding of human nature and how we can work to empower and enlighten the individual and the family and the local community, while at the same time encouraging them to work for the common good and ensuring that everybody enjoys a benefit as a result. So, and that, at the end of the day, is probably one of the primary foundations for systemically sustainable human growth and development. So, as always, if you'd like to know more, if you want to talk to us about any of these things, then please don't hesitate to let us know. Thank you. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment below.